Welcome to the Inner Dynamics YouTube channel. My name is Victoria and today I'll be taking you through a gentle stretch flow for pelvic pain. We'll be going through gentle movements and stretches to help open up the hips and move through the spine. Let's begin. We're going to come to hands and knees. You want your hands placed underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. We're going to start, just take an inhale in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Your next inhale, you're going to drop your belly, inhale, look up, and then exhale, round through your back. You're trying to reach your spine towards the ceiling. And then inhale, drop your belly, look up, exhale, round through. Try to push the floor away with your hands. Inhale, look up, exhale, round through. Try to inhale through your nose, exhale through the nose or mouth. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, look up, exhale, round through. 2 more. Inhale, up, exhale. Last one. Inhale, and exhale, and back to center. Okay, next is thread the needle. You're going to inhale, exhale, lift a hand and reach underneath. You're threading through the other arm. Inhale, and now exhale as you reach up towards the ceiling. And again, exhale, coming down. Inhale, and again, come on up. It's okay if you aren't going very far in either direction. Just do what feels good. Inhaling and exhaling. Just move with your breath. Let's do 3 more on this side. If anything feels like too much of a stretch, just modify by doing less range of motion. Last one. Okay, and then we're going to switch. Bring your opposite arm underneath, thread through. Take a breath. Inhale, reach up, exhale, thread through. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Let's do 3 more. Two more. Last one. Good job. Come back towards center. We're going to lean back towards child's pose. Give your wrists a break. And just take a few breaths here into your belly. Child's pose can be done with knees apart, feet together. But to open up through the pelvis and pelvic floor, feet apart and knees apart, and sit back. Take a breath. You should feel expansion through your low back and by your sits bones. Take 2 more breaths here. Nice and slow. And let's come on back to hands and knees. We're going to do a little wag of our tail, side to side, just a few. If you want a deeper stretch, you can move the leg to open up on the opposite side. And again, reach that leg and open up. Let's do 2 more. 1 on each side. And you should feel the side of your trunk getting a stretch. Back to center. Now we're going to be a little silly, just making a circle one way. Sitting back, come through, circle around. You can do a little bit of rounding through like a cat, and then sit back. And again, round through, sit back. 1 more this direction. Now let's switch other side. You can play with this a little bit. If something feels good, you can just stay in child's pose. We'll keep going in one direction if it feels tighter. We're going to come back to middle. And now we're going to do some sit backs. So you want to keep your hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, feet apart. And you want to sit your bottom back towards your heels, like you're going into child's pose. But we're going to do a few of these. Just trying to mobilize the front of your hips and that space between your sit bones again. Good. Let's just do 3 more. Good. Last one. Okay, and then you're going to take one leg out to the side. We're getting the inner thigh stretch here. And we're going to do the same thing. We're trying to sit back towards our heel. Inhale, exhale. Good. Let's do 3 more on this side. Last one. And then switch sides. Same thing, you're sitting back and forth. Good. Should feel that inner thigh stretch. Good. 3 more. Last one. Good. We're going to come back to middle and sit back again towards child's pose. Take a breath in. As you exhale, start to come forward onto your belly. This may be a big enough stretch, so you can just stay here and breathe. Do 2 or 3 breaths here. On your next breath, see if you can come onto your elbows. If this doesn't feel good, stay on your belly. If you're on your elbows, you're trying to keep your elbows under your shoulders. Fingertips spread, and do some breathing here. Into your belly, and out. In and out. 1 more breath here. And out. Good. You can move from this position onto hands and knees. If you wanted more of a stretch, we can come up a little bit more. And then move to hands and knees. We're about to try downward facing dog. If that feels like too much or you know you don't want to do that, come to child's pose and you can do side stretch and side stretch and stay for a few breaths. For downward dog, we're going to come up, tuck your toes underneath and lift up, bringing your bottom back and your heels down towards the ground. If your heels don't touch, that's okay. We're actually going to pedal out or walk the dog here.
Try to keep your head down and rested as you slowly move from side to side, bringing your heel down. Your arms or your hands are pushing the floor away as you pedal out. If this feels like a good stretch, keep going. If you need to take a break at any time, just come back down towards child's pose. Good, we'll just do a few more pedals and then we'll find center and stillness. Okay, and then we'll come to stillness. If you need to, you can bend your knees generously so that you're not rounding through. So knees bent, we're gonna just lift one leg and just slide it through. If you can bring it all the way up in one movement, or come down and bring your leg through. We should be in a nice deep lunge now. Foot under your knee, and you can rest your toes in the back leg. This is lizard lunge. You should feel a nice stretch through your groin. And we're gonna stay here for a few breaths. If you're feeling like you want more of a stretch, you can rotate here and look up towards the ceiling and use your hand to breathe in for another stretch here. Or you can stay down in your original lizard lunge. Do one more breath and we're going to switch sides. Okay, and then same thing, you're going to bring your opposite leg up, plant that foot, toes are resting in the back, and you should feel a stretch through the groin. You can stay here for a few breaths, or you can opt to rotate and look up or reach towards the ceiling. Breathing in and out. And whether you're rotated or down here, hands on the ground, just do 2 more breaths. Good, 1 more breath in, out. And we can bring that leg back behind you. 1 more child's pose here, breath in. And we're gonna turn onto our backs. We'll start with both knees bent. Just give yourself a hug, knees towards your chest. You can hold opposite elbows or just hold below the knees. And let's just do a few breaths here. 2, 3 breaths. And then you're gonna lower one leg, keep the other leg up. If this feels like too much of a stretch, you can keep your other knee or your other foot on the ground here. For a bigger stretch, straighten that other leg and then grab behind the knee. We're gonna do a hamstring stretch. You're going to kick up. You can flex your foot to feel your calf and then back down. And let's just do a few more. 5 of these. You should feel a nice stretch through the back of the whole leg here. Good, let's do 3 more. Keep breathing, inhale, exhale, up. And again, inhale, exhale. 1 more, inhale, exhale. Good. Hug that knee in 1 more time. And then place your right foot down. And then switch opposite leg up. Hug your knee in. And hold behind the knee. Same thing, you're going to kick up. And back down. Kick up, you can flex that foot again for that calf stretch. Flex.
Yeah, that would be helpful so I know where people
Down, inhale, and exhale. Good, inhale, Exhale. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. You can place that other foot down. And this time, leave that foot up. You're going to turn to one side, and that foot can hug behind the other leg. We're just doing a little bit of a twist here. One hand can hold at the knee. If you want more of a stretch, you can open up your arm and turn to look the other direction. And take a breath here. Good, let's do a few more. 2 more breaths. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, come back to center, and let's just switch legs. Other side, you're gonna turn, let that foot hook behind the other leg, hand to knee. You can stay here. If you want a bigger stretch, open up this arm, and look at that arm. Inhale, exhale. Stay for a few breaths. Good. 2 more. Last one, inhale. Exhale, come to center. And for our final stretch, let's do happy baby. And you can modify. Full happy baby can be challenging, even for me. So you can hold at the knees and then bring the knees wide, opening up that space through the pelvic floor and the sits bones. And you can stay here. If you want a deeper stretch, you can try full happy baby. You can grab on the outside of your feet and hold here. If it's more comfortable, you can grab on the inside of your feet and hold here. Another version is one leg at a time. Good, whatever version you're in, hold for a few more breaths. Breathing in to that pelvic space. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Let's slowly bring our feet down to the mat or floor and straighten those legs. And we can end here for another round of belly breaths. If you want, you can stay as long as you'd like. Breathing. This is going to help to stretch the pelvic floor still. And also just help calm your nervous system.